Turn up the heat. Pat talk. Pran has always been a headstrong guy. I have no idea when I've come to know him so well, but I was right to assume that the stubborn guy who studied abroad must be working all day and night when no one was home. My relationship with Pran's family is getting better, little by little, even before their only son flew back to Thailand. I still need to show Uncle Pokorn some respect, though. I'm not so bold as to act like his son in law. Except for Pran, I think no one knows that no matter how long it's been, I'm still the same Napat who always makes Pran sigh, fed up, and in love. I can't tell which feeling outweighs the other. When parents are home, I can't see him as often as I thought, even though I don't sneak in anymore. I have to find a chance when he's home alone. Pran, let's wipe your body. I adjust the light to dimly orange as I walk into the bedroom, with a basin filled with warm water. His fever is worse than before. It's been 3 days and he's not yet recovered. At least the fever is not getting worse than it has been. I'm still in my working suit with my sleeves folded to my elbows and the pants I wore to attend the meeting in the early morning. The only things I threw off are socks. Then I prepared the pills and dinner for Pran before I can take care of myself. The sick guy flutters his eyes open. He shifts a little and the cooling patch falls next to the pillow. Your temperature's lower than yesterday. Pran coughs as a response. His voice has become so hoarse that he can't communicate with words. After taking him to the hospital yesterday, we received a new set of pills to reduce his fever. Wanna shower? Pran grumbles, his voice muffled. I set the basin aside and get a napkin to wipe his nose. The sick guy tries to turn his head away, but I've already squeezed his nose. Blow your nose. Mm. Stop fighting! I give him a look, and Pran finally yields. You'll feel better after taking the decongestants. Take off your clothes. You must feel sticky all over. I wanna shower. You can't, I say, lifting the hem of his shirt. Pran whines, but I insist until he relents. After 2 days of sickness, Mr. Paracol has become more obedient, unlike before. Have you eaten? No, I'll tuck you in first. I've slept all day. The house owner grunts, holding out his arm but to be wiped by a warm soaked cloth. I don't want to be cooped up in here anymore. It's cold outside. It's even reached the dew point. Let's stay in and wait until you get better. But I'm bored. Recover soon then, I say, and climb onto the bed. I rub the cloth on his back gently. Pran's skin is all red, but not as much as the first day with the high fever. You never listened when I told you to rest. Now your body broke down from overwork. Can't help it. Quit nagging. I will if you take better care of yourself. I thought that Pran would stop overworking and have time to chill out and focus on himself after graduation. It turned out he took freelance jobs from his friends a little while after coming back and worked on them day and night. I usually slept at my own house. After Pran moved out at that time, I returned to my original room, and so I could see his light turned on at night and off at almost dawn. I know you're enthusiastic, Pran, but you still should save some energy. I don't want you to die anytime soon. I warn him with this indescribable worry. Seeing him getting sick like this makes me agitated. Uncle Pokorn once mentioned that Pran accepted tons of jobs from his friends. I understand how he wanted to use what he had learned, but he worked so hard that it worried people around him. I talked to him about this countless times. In the end, I had to use all kinds of tricks to make him rest. Carr used to tease me about how I wouldn't have time for Pran when he came back, but it was the contrary. Good thing Pran spoils me at times, though he grumbles every time I act selfish. Take off your pants, I'll wipe your legs. I'll do it myself. Don't act out. I pulled down Pran's elastic waist pants. Why are you embarrassed when we've literally seen every inch of each other's bodies? The teased guy kicks my waist gently and playfully. He shudders a little as the damp cloth touches his body. I clean his body thoroughly while he watches my every movement. When I raise my gaze and meet his, I can see gratitude reflecting in his eyes, even though he doesn't say a word. Are you tired, Pat? Hmm? You went out to work at the break of dawn, and when you're back, you have to take care of me instead of resting. I wipe his knees down to his toes and pay close attention to them. I massage his feet with my fingers before kissing the sick guy's left ankle. Of course, I'm tired, so you gotta get better soon. Got it? Pran presses his lips together and furrows his brow as he looks out the window, avoiding my gaze. Now that the cleaning is done, I place the new set of clothes down. Before I can unbutton the shirt, Pran yanks it to put it on himself. Cut it out. Why the hell are you taking care of me so much? Am I in kindergarten? Alright, once you've dressed up, take medicine and go to bed. I just told you I slept all day. Kindergarten sure get naughty when being put to bed. You. I smile just teasing him. I get up to bring the pills he needs to take before bed and a glass of warm water. Pran takes them unwillingly. Take a rest so you can get better soon. Upon hearing my gentle voice, Pran stops resisting. Ever since I've officially taken over my dad's company, the responsibility is bound to escalate. After putting Pran to bed in the early evening, I turned on the lamp on the sick guy's desk to finish the work I carried here. I used to believe that PNP was named after the initial letter of my dad's name, but now I know it was named after me, the one who was meant to take over the business and maintain it until the end. As for Par, she probably won't work at our company. She gets the chance to follow her dream, like the person in a deep sleep from the medicine's effect on the bed. I once talked to Pran about the future in his dad's company he refused to take part. Oddly enough, Pran was resolved about this matter more than me. Well, an energetic guy like Pran can never just read documents and do investment analyses when he went abroad to study for the profession of his choice. He's better off working in the area that requires his professional knowledge. Uncle Pocorn complains at times that his son doesn't meet his expectations, though not very often. It could be that Pran is their only child, so they spoil him and won't force him to take over the company. They might not even expect anyone to take over the business. In all honesty, if Pran starts up a company with his friends and leaves his family company bankrupt, I won't be surprised. When that time comes, Uncle Pocorn might sell the large sale to his relative who works with him. I won't be surprised by that as well. I think this is an evident difference between Pran's dad and mine. I close my eyes after all the work gives me eye strain and stretch my tense muscles. I hear coughs. Since it's late and cold outside, the air for the AC gets chiller. Pran keeps coughing until I decide to bring the muffler to wrap around his neck. The sleeping guy groans, trying to take it off in annoyance before opening his eyes. I must have woken him. No, take it away. It's uncomfortable. You're coughing a lot, Pran. I'm not wearing it, he insists. He turns his head away to cough in the muffler. Aren't you leaving yet? I brought my work here. What time is it? 2 in the morning. Go home and get some sleep, Pat. The room owner bosses and turns away on his side. I can't get a proper sleep like this. I crack a small smile. It's not that I'm disturbing his sleep. He just doesn't want me to catch his cold. He tried to kick me off many times before. In the end, he used such a pran way by throwing those hurtful words at me out of worry. Should I just turn off the light and cuddle you? No need to. I'm sleepy. I don't have the energy to walk home. I say and do everything I said. I turned off the lamp, closed the curtains, and rely on my memory to get myself under the blanket on the bed. Pran pulls off the muffler. This is my chance to slip my arm through the gap between his neck and pillow so he can rest on it. Don't come close to me. I can't sleep without hugging you. I can't sleep because you're hugging me. It's suffocating. Well, you won't wear the muffler. If your neck feels cold, you'll keep coughing. You're losing your voice and still being stubborn. I'll wear it then. I don't believe you, liar. But I flip his body and press his face close to my chest. His hot breath brushes my skin. His scolding voice is hoarse. It's kind of sexy. Go to sleep. It's late. I have a meeting tomorrow in the early morning. Why didn't you go to bed early? I had work, I answer. I have 3 more hours to sleep tonight. Plus, I was waiting for you to call me to sleep together. Try to kiss Pran's forehead, but he avoids me by burying his face in my chest. He rubs his face on it and hits my back. I told you not to come close. I can come even closer. But I feel so much better than yesterday. You don't have to come here tomorrow. Nah, I dragged my voice, rubbing my shin on his head. You've kept chasing me off since you got sick. Don't you love me anymore? No, I don't love you. I hate you. Get the hell away from me. This is why I called him a liar. Pran cusses at me with his low, gruff voice, yet his hands clutch my shirt. I decide at that moment to lift his chin up and kiss the overly hot, red lips, rolling his soft tongue with mine. Before Pran can respond, I attack him by pushing him down and getting on top. I kiss him over and over again like a kid, relishing the sweetness of his candy. Satisfied, I pull back. My lips are all shiny and wet to the chin from the deep kiss. I said you'll catch a cold. Don't worry, crazy people don't get sick easily. I laugh, caressing his flawless face. Somehow I am aroused, my lustful desire spreading over my whole body, especially down there. Pran feels it as well. He averts his gaze when I start kneading his skin slowly with my fingertips. Won't you say anything? Are you upset? If I get sick, I'll be the wife for you, okay? Who would want you to be their wife, you son of a bitch? I chuckle, plopping down next to him. The room owner turns his back to me, not facing me anymore. Go to sleep, Fran says. He finally stops chasing me off. The clock is ticking every second, constantly and persistently. I hold Pran from behind, forcing him to rest his neck on one of my arms. I wrap the other arm around his waist tightly and breathe. The silence of the night puts both of us in a deep sleep. The sunlight in the late morning shines through the window with the curtains drawn open to one side, making me frown. I fling my arm to hug the person next to me and find only emptiness. The smell of porridge fills in the air. Pran's parents might have come home ahead of the original schedule, which is the day after tomorrow. But Pran's voice is raspy. I shut my eyes, dizzy, and my throat hurts when I swallow. I turn away from the sunlight. My body aches so much that I have to stretch to relieve my stiff muscles. But it's already 8. I spring up as Pran wakes me up again. I have a meeting out of town today, So I was supposed to get up at 5. I grabbed the phone, but it's too late. Pran sits beside me and snatches it away to turn off the alarm clock. Then he places it down along with a bowl of hot porridge on the nightstand. He inserts the thermometer in my mouth. I tried to wake you up at 5, but you wouldn't budge. You were shifting deliriously, so I turned the sound off. Pran smirks. When I put my hand on his forehead, his temperature is normal. Still worried about me, huh? Pran laughs. He takes the thermometer out of my mouth when it's time and points at the digital number presented on the device. 38 degrees. Eat up and take your medicine. I told your company you're on sick leave. What about you? I took my pills. I feel better. You didn't believe me when I told you yesterday. His voice is still hoarse, though. Pran turns away to cough before holding out the medicine and a bottle of warm water. The bill before a bill. I try to utter a word, but my throat hurts too much. The ominous sly smile plasters on Pran's face. He wiggles his eyebrows mockingly while stirring the porridge. I said to stay away, but you kept kissing me. I usually don't get sick. Ha, you are sick right now, Pran says, eyes on the porcelain bowl that gives off the smell of soup and pepper. Do you remember what you said last night? Pran holds out the spoon of porridge that's warm enough to eat after a few blows. I take a bite and choke when Pran says the following words in a deadpan face. Get well soon, Pat, so you can be my wife. End of Turn Up the Heat.